All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Hockey Podcast Network. I hope the audio is working. It says it's working. I got a little notification saying it wasn't, so hopefully it's working. But hello, welcome to THPN. If you are new to the channel, consider subscribing. Make sure you follow us on the social media platforms, Twitter and Insta at HockeyPodNet. If you want to follow me at Twitter, I'm the host this evening. At Grant Akeem is my Twitter handle, YouTube handle. And then my Insta and TikToks at Grant_Akeem. If you want to help support the channel with a donation, you can do that through the live chat. And make sure you use the promo code THPN when you sign up for DraftKings. And if you want to get some nice Raycon headsets, I'm on the lookout for some new headsets because my Bose ones died on me midstream on my channel. Man, that was probably like Tuesday. So I'm on the lookout for some new ones. So maybe it'll be Raycon. I don't know. But yes, here's the promo code THPN. Right, so this is the watch along for the Lightning and the New York Islanders. Should be a pretty good game on paper. We have the Islanders, who are fourth in the Metro with 87 points. My New York Islanders. Basically, they're the best of the worst teams in the Eastern Conference, is what I like to say, because we have our top six solidified. Obviously, Tampa is a part of that top six. So you have Boston, Toronto, Tampa, Carolina, New Jersey, New York, top six, best teams in the East. And then the Islanders are the best of everyone else that sucks, is basically what's happening here. And then you have Pittsburgh right below us with 84 points. And I think those are your two teams that are going to make the playoffs, Pittsburgh and the Islanders. I do think the Islanders, barring something crazy happening, I do think they will end up in the first wildcard position, which means they would take on the Carolina Hurricanes. We can talk more about that later on, the potential matchups or whatnot. But basically, the Islanders are playing for that first wild card spot to avoid playing the Boston Bruins, which I think Pittsburgh's going to have to play. And look, President's Trophy curse. Notoriously, if you're the best team in the league, you never do well in the playoffs. So we'll see if that happens for Boston. If they do play Pittsburgh, I do not see Pittsburgh having any shot of getting past Boston. Like any shot. But it's the playoffs and anything can happen. Also, let me know in the comments, live chat, or comment on the video who you think is going to win this game. I'm going to go Islanders. I usually never pick the Islanders because I'm kind of a hater. I'm not a hater. I'm just a realist. But I do think the Islanders will win. Usually they don't show up against the lesser teams. So when they played Columbus, we did a stream last week when they played Columbus last Friday. They didn't really show up to play. But when they play like really good teams, they usually bring their A game and do well. So we'll see if that happens tonight. Maybe not, but I'll go for it's going to be low scoring. 3-1 Islanders. It'll be 2-1 in the third, and the Islanders are getting an empty netter. Yeah, let me know who you think's going to win. Score predictions. We do have a Vasilevsky and Sorokin matchup. Two of the best goalies in the league here. Numbers through the first 130 career games. 67 wins for Ilya. 69 wins for Vasilevsky. He did that on purpose. But yeah, and the numbers are pretty similar between Vasilevsky and Sorokin through the first 130 games. Very similar. We'll get to starting lineups here shortly. Let me add this. That's the standings, everybody. Tampa basically playing to get home ice against Toronto. That's what they're playing for. We got Brock Nelson wearing the full bubble. Stats. All right, here we go. We are underway in Tampa, Amalie Arena for the first period. I'll be honest. The last hockey game I watched was that game I did last Friday because I've been really focused on like watching MLB since it's been opening week for MLB games. So I've not really paid a whole lot of attention. I've paid attention, but not like super close to what's going on with the Islanders. But yeah, I heard that Matt Barzal could be skating soon, which is good news for us. I heard that from Andrew Gross. Oh, apparently the Tampa Bay Lightning can clinch a playoff spot if they win. Kind of pointless, but oh, the Golden Gamer says, "Let's go Islanders." There you go. Mike's good. Okay, that's good. Yeah, whenever I use the software, the mic is weird. I don't know why. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Barzal's going to skate today or tomorrow, and Wallstrom is out for the season. Yes, I did hear that. So the only way Barzal's going to come back is if the Islanders make it to the East Finals. You might see him in round 2 if the Islanders make it to the second round. I don't think that's going to happen. Because let's be honest, people, are the Islanders going to beat Carolina in a best of 7 series? No way. I'd be stunned if they pulled that off. The only way that would happen is if Ilya Sorokin absolutely stood on his head and stole the series, because the goaltending for Carolina is kind of meh. And they have good goaltending, but not Ilya Sorokin. So he's the X factor for the Islanders. If he stands on his head and our defense system works, then I could see us, I guess, not like lucking our way through, but like you could see it happening. I doubt it. I highly, highly doubt it, though. Stefan says, "Hey, what's up, Steph? Golden Gamer, yeah, Islanders are bad against the worst teams in the league, but they most of the time wake up against the good teams for sure." Stefan, 3-2 overtime for the Islanders. Yeah, it's going to be a tight one. Also, Tampa Bay is one of those teams that once they know they're in the playoffs, they just slump their way into the playoffs and basically coast their way in and get ready for the playoffs, then they turn it on. They're one of those teams. Let's do starting lineups here. 16:40 left in the first. We'll do the visiting Islanders. We have the first line of Parisi, Horvat, and Fasching. That's something. That is, wow. Palmieri, Nelson, Enval. Okay. Holmstrom, Pajot, Lee. Okay. Clutterbuck, Cizikas, Martin. On defense, Mayfield, Pelech, Pulak, Romanov, Dobson, and Bolduc. That line was trouble against Columbus last week. And then Sorokin and net. For Tampa Bay, Stamkos, Point, Kucherov, Hagel, Paul, Colton, Maroon, Cirelli, Killorn, Janot, Belmer, Perry. On defense, we got Hedman and Perbix. Shout out Perbix. I forgot where he played. Eden Prairie. He played I read a story in the Minnesota Hockey Journal that he played Bantam B1 hockey at Eden Prairie, which is very good hockey. I mean, I played B1 hockey at Wyzetta. So that's still very good hockey. But it's crazy. Bannon B1 at Eden Prairie, and he's in the NHL as a defenseman for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Great story. Then we got, that's got to be, yeah, they misspelled Sergachev. Or is that how you spell it? Weird. Is that how you spell Sergachev? That looks like it's wrong. I don't know, whatever. Sergachev, Radish, Cole, Chernak, and then Vasilevsky in net. Those are your lineups. Enval, good save by Vasi. I'll just call him Vasi. Donnell, what up, man? Had a feeling you'd be doing the live stream. Yeah, basically, if it's an Islanders game, 90% chance it's me. But yeah, I'll try and cover the Islanders more, especially once the playoffs roll around, because it looks like they'll make it. I have no idea what's going to happen, so I'll just strap in for the roller coaster ride that it's going to be. I think it'll be a short ride on the roller coaster, maybe like 5 games, but who knows? God, the ads on the boards, man, are glitching like crazy. I'm watching the MSGSN. They got to fix that. It is terrible. Dunno, Islanders need to beat the Lightning since the Penguins lost. Yeah, that'd be good to make up ground. I wouldn't say it's like do or die. I wouldn't say it's like if they lose, it's the end of the world. Because basically what's happened, let's take a look at the standings. What happened was we had like maybe 3 weeks ago, Islanders, Penguins, Washington, Florida, Buffalo, even Ottawa, even Detroit. They were like all like pretty within like 5-6 points of each other. And you're like, oh, this is going to be crazy. And what's happened in the last 3 weeks, Detroit's like gone some crazy losing streak. Ottawa can't win a game. Buffalo can't win a game. Florida can't win a game. Washington just started sucking after the deadline. Pittsburgh started sucking. And then the Islanders were one of the teams that have actually been performing fairly well because they reverted back to the Barry Trotz system. And that, that wins games short term. That's definitely not a strategy for the long term of an 82-game season, but it works short term. And they've seen lots of success since the trade deadline because they switched, strategies per se. But yeah, they've really been the only consistent team of the sucky teams in the East. So that's why you see them, catapulted to that first wildcard spot. And because of Ilya Sorokin. Yeah, it was very interesting. It's basically like no one in the lower tier of the East really wanted to like stamp their name in and go on a run. Besides, I don't know, the Islanders, I guess. So yeah, very interesting. Donnell, that looks like an old Islanders away jersey and a Reebok. Yes, this is a jersey I got. Oh man, I went to New York when I was a senior in high school for spring break. This was 2017, spring of 2017. And we took a family member with us to go to New York because she had never gone to New York before. I'd already been there like twice. I sound so spoiled. I've already been in New York twice. But yeah, I took a pit stop to the NHL store in Manhattan. And, whenever I go to a hockey store, it's hard to me to not walk out of there with a jersey. I walked in and I saw this jersey and it was on sale because at that point the Islanders were not in the playoffs. and the NHL store was having a sale on teams that were out of the playoff race. So I got this for pretty cheap, and it was just a blank. And I asked the guy, "Are you able to customize it? Can you put anyone on it?" And the guy was like, "Oh yeah, we can do that for sure." I think it was free too. I didn't have to pay any extra to get a name on it. And the guy's like, "Oh, who do you want on it?" And this was back in 2017 when Josh Hossain was like really good on the Islanders, and I'm obviously a big Josh Hossain fan, and I was like, I really want to get a Josh Hossain one, but then last second, I'm like, you know what? I'll go Anders Lee, Minnesota boy, got to keep it, Minnesota. So I'll go Anders Lee, and this is before he was captain, obviously. So whenever I go back to New York, I gotta go back to the Manhattan, New York's NHL store and have them put a C on it. But who knows? I feel like Anders Lee's time of being captain is pretty short. I would assume within the next year or two, you would see the C move from Anders to Barzal, I would think. If you were smart, you would do that. I think Anders has served his purpose as captain at this point, and it's time to let the younger generation hand him the C. That's just me. But who knows? I mean, Lou Lamoriello keeps adding these old geriatric guys from Toronto and New Jersey on the team, so who knows what this team is going to look like in 2 years. No young prospects in the pipeline, really. We had Ratu. Oh, good chance there. Deflected, and Vasilevsky had to be ready. I tell you what, the crowd in Tampa Bay, it's like going into my college library, like at the student center. Dead silent. I mean, Jesus. The Amalie Library. Granted, the game is meaningless basically for them, but I mean, still, I can't hear any crowd noise at all. But yeah, Donald, that's the jersey or story of this jersey. This is before they went with Adidas, so it was only Reeboks. But I like it though. I like the old Reeboks. I don't mind it. Obviously, the Adidas ones are nicer. But the thing with the Adidas ones is that the Fanatics is like the replica, but those are like T-shirts basically. You don't even get a real crest. But the authentic Adidas jerseys, they're at a better price point than the authentic Reeboks. Like the authentic Reeboks were like what? It's like $350. But the lower tiered like replicas for Reeboks, which is what this is, are still like nice jerseys. Like it's still like stitched and you have a real crest. Like it's still like a nice jersey. But it's at a better price point than the authentic Adidas. Like I think the Reeboks replicas were like 100 something. Whereas like the Adidas authentics are like 180 around there. But yeah, I don't mind it. I kind of wish the NHL would just go back to Reeboks instead of, I think Fanatics is the New Jersey sponsor, which is a joke. But yeah, whatever. Didn't mind it. Golden Gaber, most of the team woke up when Barzal was gone. They had to make sure everyone stays on their A game with Barzal or not. That's a good point. I think it was a combination of that, knowing that your best player is gone, so everybody was like, shit, we got to like step it up. And it was a combination of Lane Lambert switching to the Barry Trotz system, the defense first, keep everything outside, fight for every puck. I think that also helped as well. And when you combine the defense first system with Ilya Sorokin in net, that's going to work very well. Because even you could chuck Sorokin on like the worst defensive team in the league, and he'd still, I'd say, have pretty good numbers too, because he's just that talented. Because you got to remember, the first year under Barry Trotz, we finished second in the Metropolitan Division with like 100 and something points. And we had Thomas Greiss and Robin Lehner as our goaltenders, yet they were top of the league in like goals against averages and save percentage. Even though they weren't that great goalies, it was primarily more of the defense first system that was causing us to the goaltenders' numbers to be a bit more inflated. So yeah, I think it's a combination of both of those. We got a power play for the Lightning coming up here. They're heading to a TV timeout. No, I've seen this. There's a Mario movie coming out this Wednesday. Of course, Seth Rogen's in it. Looks interesting. I'm a big fan of Mario. I think I spoke about this on my channel yesterday. I always played as Yoshi when I did Mario Kart. Asian Boy says Bruins win. Did they win today? I don't even know. Yes, they did. Big win over Pittsburgh, 4-3. Pasta hat trick. The 3-course pasta meal. Nashville got to win 6-1. Lots of games going on. Buffalo, Philly, scoreless. That game's pointless. Carolina, Montreal. That game is, I guess meaningful for Carolina. They lead 1-0, by the way, over the Canadiens. Florida has a 1-0 lead over Columbus. That's a big one for Florida to try and overtake Pittsburgh. And then Islanders, Tampa, scoreless. Toronto, Ottawa, scoreless. I thought about doing the Toronto-Ottawa game. I like watching Toronto. And I like Ottawa, too. I like a lot of I don't think there's a Canadian team that I don't like, to some degree. Besides, I think Edmonton. I'm like, Edmonton. But love Vancouver, love Winnipeg, love Montreal. Toronto, I like Tavares. I know I'm going to get a hate for it, but I do like Tavares. I like Samsonov as well. I've always liked Ilya Samsonov from the World Juniors. And, of course, my boy Justin Hall. And then Ottawa, they got a couple guys I like. DeBrinket's good, like him. I definitely prefer Brady Tkachuk over Matthew. Both still kind of punks, but I prefer Brady. But here we go. Lightning on the power play here. We got 8:50 left in the first. 5th in the NHL, the Lightning power play. Shot, save by Sorokin. Good cover. Man, Islanders just all over the shop here. I don't know, watching this game, it feels like preseason. I feel like I'm watching a preseason game for some reason. It just doesn't feel like, oh, we're almost at the playoffs. Oh, 1T by Kucherov goes wide. Look out, Zizekas. Can't get the puck out of his skates. But Casey almost on a breakaway. We've seen him score lots of goals on breakaways like that. The last one I can think of was game 4? No, game 2 against Boston in the series like 2 years ago. Penalty on Stamkos. He's irate. I think it's going to be a hooking call on Stamkos. Mm-hmm. 2 minutes hooking. Yeah. That's a softie, but touch the hands. It's hooking. I've gotten spoiled with the Isles Lab Adidas jerseys. Yeah, Isles Lab. They got lots of cool stuff on their website. I've seen that. Very expensive, though. Very expensive. Bruins are just insane. Yeah, I feel like, though, they're going to be one and done in the playoffs. Don't you guys feel like that's going to happen? Insane all regular season. The worry with Boston is that they basically, like, haven't played, like desperation hockey, I'll say. They haven't really played desperation hockey since, like, the start of the season, you would say. Because they've just been so far ahead of the pack all season. So you wonder if they'll be able to turn that on once the playoffs starts. I think they will. If they play Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh has no goaltending. So I'd be shocked if Pittsburgh somehow won that series. But you never know. Maybe Florida makes it. I think it's going to be Pittsburgh. Never doubt Crosby, Malkin, Letang, and company in the playoffs. Still will be a handful for Boston. But Tristan Jarry is just horrendous. I don't watch a lot of Pittsburgh games. But whenever they play the Islanders, Jarry is just horrendous. So now Islanders on the power play here for 50 seconds. Here's Horvat. Shot goes wide. Here's Horvat. Also, I'll say adding Bo Horvat at the deadline definitely helped with Barzal's absence. For sure. I am disappointed with Horvat's goal production because I feel like we acquired him to score more goals, yet he's been kind of light in that area. And the fact that we gave up first-round pick, Beauvillier, Atu Ratu, our best prospect for him, and hasn't really lit the lamp here is a bit concerning for me. I didn't like the deal to begin with because I don't ascribe to pissing off your future for the now when your team isn't good enough now to win a Stanley Cup. I'm fine with that strategy if you're, Tampa Bay a few years ago. I'm fine, doing that if you're good enough to win a cup, but this team clearly is not. Yeah, glove save here by Ilya. We'll head to another commercial break. 5:38 to go. It is scoreless still. What's this? Burger King ads. Jesus. They got to stop. Golden Gamer, for Christmas, my uncle, who was in Florida and doesn't follow hockey, he got me a Tavares jersey, and he didn't know I hate him because of the whole thing. So I replaced it with Goring because he's 91. Yeah, I feel like I'm in the very minority of people that still like Tavares. Like when all that shit went down, I was obviously sad, but I never was angry at him. Like I'll never blame a player for wanting to go back to his hometown and wanting to play. I think that's cool. And let's be honest, if you had the skill set of John Tavares, you're that talented, right? And Barry Trotz and Lou Lamoriello are coming in, and Barry Trotz and Lou, do their presentation, and they tell you, "Oh, we're gonna do a defense-first system. You're gonna have to subjugate your game to play our system," and then, or you could go to Toronto where you get to do your thing, big market, your hometown, get to be the star, score lots of goals, get points. What would you rather do? And I think 99% of us, if we had the skill set of John Tavares, would rather play on a team that more suited our game, right? Versus going to the Islanders and having to do defense first. Like, could you imagine Tavares having to go defense first with Barry Trotz? It just wouldn't work. You're not going to get the full potential of Tavares. And that's the problem with the Islanders, why they don't attract, highly touted free agents, why Panarin, didn't want to come here, why Patrick Kane didn't want to come here, Goudreau. Because who wants to subjugate their game to play the system? No one does. I wouldn't. If I had their skill set, I wouldn't want to do that. Good shot there. I think that hit the helmet of Vasilevsky. But for me, like Martin St. Louis said it best, the coach from Montreal, you don't force players to fit your system. You adjust your system so it suits your players that you have. You don't try and jam a round peg into a square hole or whatever that saying is. You know what I mean? RJ Calabro Sport says hi. What's up, RJ? Golden Gamer, I respect him for going back home just the way he did it. He said he wanted to be an Islander forever, but then he left. Well, I mean, true. He did say that, but that was before he was presented with what Barry Trotz and Lou Lamoriello were going to do. But I mean, yeah, when you say stuff like that, it is hard. But Moose Palmieri, good D by Tampa. Shot goes wide. The chat is delayed by a decent amount. No, it's not delayed at all. It's just me trying to get through the chat because I talk for a while and I try and go one by one with everybody. So that's not delayed. It's just me. It's delayed because I'm reading it late. Is what that means. Kucherov with it. Good pressure for Tampa. Ooh, kicked away by Sorokin. The Islanders just kind of sitting back, blocking up the passing lanes, clogging the middle. Tampa trying to break it. Shot saved by Sorokin. 3:22 left. Golden Gamer, no problem, no problem. The message on the screen pops up like 3 minutes. All right, because I'm doing that. I'm clicking the button that pops up your message. So that is me. But yes, if you are new to the channel, just tuning in, make sure you subscribe to THPN. Follow us on the Insta and Twitter at HockeyPodNet. If you want to follow me on Twitter, Akron Akeem is my handle. Akron_Akeem is my Insta and TikTok. All that jazz. If you're interested, I don't know why my name isn't showing. That is interesting. Because usually, ooh, that's fancy. I didn't know you could do this. I'm even new to the software. Look at this. Fancy. Or can do that. I can go down here. Look at that. Now I usually have like a name tag there. I don't know why that's not showing. That's okay. I'll just say it. Maybe if I go here. Oh, you can do virtual backgrounds. I did not know this. Fancy. Shot here, steered away by Sorokin. 2:10 left in the first. Oh, they score! Tampa Bay, 1-0. Miguel Sergachev. Not Miguel. I'm saying Miguel like he's Miguel Cabrera. Mikhail Sergachev. Shot. So that was the first save. Went off Romanov. Shot from the point by Sergachev. Off. Romanov's idiot. What an idiot. Romanov. He stuck his leg out to try and block it, and it went in. Attention, all defensemen. If you're a defenseman watching this right now, do not try and stick your skate out or skate blade out or kneecap out to try and block a shot 2 feet in front of a goaltender. Don't do it, because 9 times out of 10, if you do it, it's going to deflect off you and go in. Sorokin had that covered all day. You think you're helping by doing that, but you're just hurting your goalie. You know what? I feel like they're having audio issues on MSG. I can't even hear the puck on the boards and shit. Maybe if I switch, I might switch to the Tampa announcers. I can barely hear. Or maybe it's my shitty headphones. I have those like Beats headphones because I got like a MacBook like 3 years ago and it came with free Beats and they're kind of terrible. Palmieri, he's Bambi. He has no skate blade. That's funny. Let's be honest, Kyle Palmieri with 2 skate blades versus 1 skate blade is pretty similar. You're going to get the same production. But here's Tampa with 35 seconds left. Another tip shot. Sorokin made the save. Yeah, Tampa strategy is shots from the point and get tips. Good look at Lane Lambert. I always compare him to a pissed off Dracula. Second time this season, Romanov's tried to block a shot but deflected it in. Yeah, it's frustrating. Very frustrating. Don't do it. If you play defense and you're watching this right now, I'm a goaltender. Don't do it. I hate when my defensemen do that. Final 15 seconds. And that's going to do it for the first. 1-0 Tampa Bay. Yeah, I'd say a pretty even period. Boring period of hockey, as you know, it's just standard with the Islanders. Nothing exciting happened. Tampa, though, good pressure, good shot. Romanov just, thought he could block it. Couldn't. Got by Sorokin. And that is the difference. Golden Gamer, in my opinion, I don't like the fact that you can hear all the noises like the ice skating and all those extra things. I just want to hear the announcers. Interesting. I like hearing the ambiance of the arena because I feel like I'm actually at the arena, That's just my opinion. Like a few days ago in TNT, I could barely hear the announcers. Yeah, honestly, if they had a feed of just the raw, like what was going on the ice without the announcers, I would take that any day. I'd gladly take that. All I heard was the crowd skating, hits, all that stuff. That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. I wish they could keep it to make it more mellow. Yeah, that's another way to look at it. I mean, another thing you could do. Actually, no, I was thinking you could just mute your TV and get the radio broadcast, but I guess the radio broadcast has those extra noises as well. But yeah, final stats. So 13-9 the shots for Tampa. Each team got a power play, no goals. And yeah, that is it. Get rid of this. I'll do my spiel, and then we'll step aside for like 10 minutes, and we'll be back for the second period. But as I said, if you are new, subscribe to the channel. @HockeyPodNet is the Insta Twitter. @GrantAkeem is my YouTube handle and Twitter handle. @Grant_Akeem is my Insta and TikTok. If you want to help support the channel with a donation, you can do that through the live chat. Make sure you use the promo code THPN when you sign up for DraftKings and Raycons. You're going to see some ads from both of them during the intermission. And also, if you do want to check out any of the content that I do on YouTube, I have my own channel called the Grant Akeem YouTube channel, where I do watch-alongs like this. I do lots of gaming streams. I recently just finished my Grand Theft Auto series, which was lots of fun. So if you want to check that out, you can. I'm going to start Red Dead 2 on Monday, which is lots of fun. I do that Monday to Thursday, and then on Fridays we play Fall Guys, Friday Fall Guys. So lots of fun on the channel. Check it out if you want, but more importantly, subscribe to THPN. That's what it's all about today. Right, 1-0 Tampa. We'll step aside. We'll let the sponsor identify themselves. You're watching the Lightning and Islanders live watch-along on the Hockey Podcast Network. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We're here for the start of the second period. Before we get going, though, as always, thank you to DraftKings and Raycons for sponsoring this stream and everything at the Hockey Podcast Network. Make sure you use the code THPN when you sign up for either one of those. You get a nice discount, especially for the Raycon headsets. I think it's like a 15% or 10% discount, which is handy. The audio's coming through my phone. Now it's through the headsets. There you go. Oh, you got a little sneak peek at the audio there. Here, let's get the stats up. Get my ugly face out of here. There we go. Second period, 1-0 Tampa Bay Lightning. Even period, I would say. I think Tampa had a little bit of the better of the play. The goal was a Sergachev shot. We're underway, by the way, in the second. Sergachev shot. Sergachev, bleh. Try saying that 3 times fast. Sergachev shot. Sergachev shot. Sergachev shot. From the point, went off Romanov's shin pad and passed Sorokin. That's the difference. Sophie says, hello, Grant. Is this Grant? It is Grant. Sophie, hope we're doing well. If you are new to the channel, subscribe to the Hockey Podcast Network on YouTube. All that stuff YouTubers tell you to do. Subscribe, like the video, bell icons. If you want to donate, you can do that through the live chat. If you want to follow us on social media, you can do that as well. At HockeyPodNet is the Insta and Twitter. My Twitter and YouTube handles at Grand Akeem. You can follow me there, either platform if you want. Insta and TikToks at Grant_Akeem. And that is everything. Here's the Islanders. Not doing much with it here. Hope everyone's doing well, having a nice, what's today, Saturday. I tell you what, in Minnesota, massive snowstorm last night. Knocked the power out. Knocked the power out for like 3 hours at like 10 p.m. I was just chilling Friday night, having dinner, watching my Mariners play, scoring the game, of course. And power goes out, and I'm like, shit. Night ruined. Well, it wasn't night ruined. It could have been worse, obviously. But yeah, it was pretty sad. Had to eat dinner in the dark, basically. I have some lights in my room that are battery powered, so it wasn't the end of the world in terms of being able to see anything. Oh, Palmieri golden chance denied by Vasilevsky. Kyle Palmieri couldn't finish his Christmas dinner. Kyle Palmieri, wide open chance in the slot. I mean, look at that. Unmarked in front of Vasilevsky and shot it right in his glove. I feel like he could have dangled and gone to his backhand. He had time. But what do I know? I'm watching it in my bedroom hundreds and hundreds of miles away. Sophie, I'm not cheating for the Islanders today. You're not cheering for the Islanders? Yeah. You got to hope that Florida loses. I think Florida is beating when they play in Montreal. Sorry, they're playing Columbus. 3-0 lead. Yikes. So, Enval and Nelson. Enval save Vasilevsky. I have not been impressed with Enval at all. He hasn't really done much for me. If you look at the standings, so a win here for Florida. Where is Florida? There is Florida. I don't know if these are live standings or not. 83 points. Are these live standings? I have no idea. I think usually on this site it is live standings. So they're a point back of Pittsburgh currently. I gotta be careful. Yeah, Sophie, I feel like you should be anti-Florida because I don't think you're catching the Islanders for first place or the first wild card spot. So if I were you, I would just anti-root for or be anti, same thing. Florida. If I was a betting man, I would be shocked if you caught the Islanders. Here's Cole. Ex Penguin, Ian Cole. There you go, Sophie. Oh my God, Matt Martin. Oh, Tanner Jeannot. Didn't you know that he just scored 2-0 Tampa Bay? And that is terrible defending by the New York Islanders. Matt Martin, thumb up his ass. What is he doing here? Gliding around, not marking his man. Terrible. Soft Matt Martin there. To be fair, Mayfield and Pulak did go to Corey Perry for whatever reason. But lots of gliding around and laziness by the Islanders here. Just very lazy, lots of stick reaching. That's not playoff caliber defending from the Islanders here. So it's Jeannot's 6th of the season. You can see Lane Lambert there telling his boys to pick it up. Yeah, that was lazy by everyone. 3-0 Blue Jackets. Well, 3-0 Panthers over Blue Jackets. And then Andrew, surprising that Vegas made it to the playoffs. I don't know, Andrew. I'm not that surprised. I don't really pay attention to the West because the West is just blech for me. But yeah, Vegas, I would have picked them to make it. I mean, everyone that's in the playoffs right now are teams that I would have picked to make it. I think the only surprise team is Seattle. I have been surprised at the success Seattle's had. But they've been pretty bad down the stretch. They have not been that great. Good start. I am surprised that Calgary is on the outside looking in. Nashville, I was kind of expecting them to kind of suck. St. Louis, yeah. Yeah, the West is just full of just crap. Like, who are the good teams in the West? I mean, Colorado, can you say Colorado? Sure. I feel like they've been stymied by injuries all year. Dallas is pretty good. You could chuck in Vegas. And I know the Wild are first in the Central. I feel like that's a bit inflated a little bit. I don't think they're the best in the Central. Like, if I had to pick a team to come out of the Central, I would not pick the Wild. I probably would pick a Dallas or Colorado. Anders, save Vasilevsky. See, the thing with the Wild, I feel like a lot of their games go to shootouts or overtimes, and I feel like they win almost every single one of those. So I feel like they get more points than, most teams would in those situations, but it's still 2 points. But they're still a good team. I'm not trying to slack the Minnesota Wild. They're a fantastic team. I just wouldn't pick them out of the West. I just think Dallas and Colorado have more firepower. And I think better goaltending. Jake Ottinger isn't playing anymore, isn't he? So I have no idea anymore. I thought I saw Ottinger's out. We got 14-10 here. Look out. Good job by Pelech. But yeah, I mean, Marc-Andre Fleury, I'm not that big on. I feel like he's past his prime. And then who's the goalie for Colorado? Georgiev? I like Georgiev. He's solid. Vancouver. I like Vancouver. They've been on a good run of form though, Vancouver. They've really been doing well. They were in the Bedard race. Now I think they're fully out of the tank for Bedard race. They got 75 points. It would take a miracle for them to get Connor. I tell you what, though, my boy Anthony Beauvillier tearing it up in the Couve. Good for him. Sharks is go. Sharks suck. They're terrible. They're brutal. Absolutely brutal. Like, Chicago's brutal. Anaheim is brutal. Will Anaheim ever figure it out with all the young talent that they have? I feel like if they don't, bring it up next season, I feel like something's got to change there. I feel like they should be doing better than almost dead last in the league. Yeah, San Jose is brutal. Arizona is Arizona. They have a really good home record. What's their home record? 20-13-4, but 7-23 on the road. Yeah, that's Arizona. Mullet Arena. True home ice advantage. And then Andrew, Vancouver sucks. Inter beginning, none. They are good. Vancouver, yeah. They've been playing well recently, though, Vancouver. I'm just not quite sure the future of Vancouver, what that looks like. We'll see what happens. I love Thatcher Demko. Big fan of Thatcher. One of my favorite goalies. Love Beauvillier. Love Besser. Love Patterson. Good Islanders crowd in Tampa. I know we have a nice Tampa Bay gathering. We have a Islanders support group. Not a support group. No one's, this isn't like a support group for alcohol consumption or anything, but Islander fan group, I should say, in Tampa. One of many Islander fan groups all over the nation. Is there ever going to be an Islander fan group in Minnesota, or am I the only one? Or do I have to start it? Palmieri! Anders Lee, get out of the bloody way. He blocked you with his ass. Islanders on the power play, by the way. I didn't see the penalty. Too busy talking about the Western Conference. Here comes Hagel, and he'll send it down with a minute left on the power play. Andrew, yeah, Sharks are a bad team. They're brutal, Andrew. Absolutely brutal, the San Jose Sharks. Last time they were good was when they made it to the finals that one year, and then they've been bluch since. God, Butch Gordon's got to stop being such a homer. I can't stand him being such a homer. Bolduc, save Vasilevsky. Pulak, Bolduc, save. He gloves it. 16 seconds left on the power play. But yeah, but they've been really setting up Bolduc on this power play. Not sure why. He doesn't have the greatest shot. It sucks that Wahlstrom's out. I feel like Oliver Wahlstrom's perfect for a power play, but let's be honest, even if Wahlstrom was healthy, would he ever get used? Probably not. Look out of the box. Radish with it. Killorn. Sorry, that was Sorelli. I got 71-17 mixed up. Whoa, sit down, Ian Cole. Courtesy of Matt Martin. Clutterbuck shot. I think it hit the outside of the net. Sezikis to the point. Mayfield couldn't handle it. Martin shot. Good glove save. He'll cover. Vasilevsky, 10:56 to go. Yeah, this game's been just, it's been a game of hockey. I hope one day watching Islander games will get more exciting, but what's going on everywhere else? Buffalo 3-1 over Philly, pointless game. Carolina still 1-0 lead over Montreal, trying to stave off the New Jersey Devils for first in the Metro. Florida extends the lead 4-0. Toronto has a 1-0 lead over Ottawa. Jersey and Chicago scoreless in the first. And we got a crap ton of West Coast games tonight. 10 p.m. Eastern starts. Oh, Hagel. Excellent save by Sorokin. Baby, I'm having the best fucking night of my life. If it takes me, I'm down for the ride. Baby, don't you know I'm good? Yeah, I'm feeling all right. Great save by Elias Sorokin. Yeah, Islanders defense is just all over the shop, all over the place. It was good in the first. Now it's just they've kind of broken it, Tampa Bay Lightning. Broken the defense. I don't need the finer things in life. No matter where I go, it's all the time. Yeah. And oh my God. Kucherov breakaway. Scores. Piss off defense for the Islanders. Terrible. This is like beer league hockey here. Beer league defending by the New York Islanders. 3-0 Tampa Bay. 29th of the season for Coochie. Coochie. Oh my God. Who was that? Dobson and Pelech. None of them caught Kucherov. Yeah, nothing Sorokin can do there. Terrible. As Butch said it, shame. Shame on the Islanders. Brutal defense. Absolutely brutal. Yeah, I think it's game over. I think that just meant game over. We can all go home now. Class dismissed early, everybody. It's like a Friday. You get to go home 30 minutes early. That is terrible. Cooch. Got to be careful because that can mean something else. Here's Tampa. Kick save by Sorokin. This is typical. This reminds me of playing Tampa in the playoffs. Just can't get anything going. Tampa Bay just doing their Tampa Bay way. Islanders can't get any, clear shots. The shots that we do get are all right at Vasilevsky. We've seen the script before. Puck goes out of play. 8:39 to go. TV timeout because we live in a capitalist society. Gotta love commercials. You know what's nice with college hockey? They only have 2 commercials a period, and that's it. And they're only like a minute long. So in college hockey, the games go by a lot quicker because there's less breaks. But yeah, playoffs are starting soon. When is the exact start date for the playoffs? Let me get my ears a break. These headphones, these Beats headphones, they're like on the ear. Oh my God, my ears sore. Might be able to hear the audio a little bit. Let me put this big ass half gallon over here. Start of the Stanley Cup playoffs. April 17th. So we are 16 days away. About 3 weeks. 3 Mondays from now. Who are your favorites to win it all, do you think, from the East and the West? If I was picking a team from the East, obviously, you know, the easy pick is to go Boston. If history repeats itself, it's not going to be Boston. If I had to pick a team other than Boston, I said it on the very first time I ever went live on this channel. Someone asked me who was going to Stanley Cup this year, and I said the Carolina Hurricanes are a team to look out for. And so far, I've been right. So I'll stick with it. I think Carolina, team out of the East, will make it to the Stanley Cup final this year. I'll say it now. Obviously, will Toronto get past Tampa this year? I think they will. I do think Toronto's going to get past Tampa. I thought they should have last season. I think they will this year. And then from the West is like hitting if you put me in a blindfold and I try to hit a dartboard, that's basically who's going to come out of the West. I mean, I have no idea. Genuinely have no idea. Because the top 6 are all so close to each other. I don't know. Should we go I mean, it's the sexy pick's Colorado because they won it last year. Vegas, you know, I think they're all right. You know, you got Eichel for the full playoffs. You could do something. Oh, it's 4-0 Tampa. Darcy blows 4-0 Tampa Bay. I don't know what Lane Lambert's pissy about. Wow. Stamkos. I didn't even see it. Well, let's watch this, everybody. Cirelli. Oh, that's shitty. It goes off Stamkos' skate. Radish tried to find Stamkos, goes off his skates, top left corner. High blocker on Sorokin. That's a jammy goal. Oh, look at that. Sorokin's night's done. Lane Lambert has the balls to pull Ilya Sorokin from a game. Look at that. So Varlamov is going to come in. Well, everybody at home that's been like, oh, we need a 1A, 1B goalie tandem. Here it is. Semyon Varlamov's going to come in. Look at how pissed Lane Lambert is. So pissed. This is my Patrick Laine outfit. This is like if you want to look like an alien with antennas. There we go. We'll do this. Oh, but yeah, as I was saying, from the Western Conference, Varlamov, shaky save. Perry and Romanov are tangled with each other. They're lying on the ice. Looks like they're spooning. Romanov might be hurt here. I think Romanov's hurt. Yeah, so basically Varley made the save, and then it was Bedlam in front of him. Perry took a whack. Romanov didn't like it. He grabbed him, tossed him to the ice. It looks like Romanov landed headfirst into the ice. Oh, yeah, headfirst in the ice. That's not good. No need for that either. Romanov did not have to do that. He kind of did that to himself. So I'm assuming Romanov. Oh. Four on four. Perry and Romanov get penalties. Romanov's going to the dressing room. Islanders down to 5 defensemen. This game has gone tits up since the start of the second. 1-0 was manageable. I thought the Islanders were playing all right. It's gotten tits up. 3 goals by Tampa here. 2 of them, bad defense. 1 of them was just luck. We'll play 4-on-4. There's 7:25 left here in the second. Well, the whistle now. Oh, man. I hope everyone's doing well. If you are new to the channel, consider subscribing to THPN if you want. You can follow us on social media at HockeyPodNet is the Insta and Twitter. My Twitter is at Grant Akeem. My Insta and TikTok's at Grant_Akeem. Want to help support the channel with a donation, you can do that through the live chat. If you want to check out any of the content I do on YouTube, head to the Grant Akeem YouTube channel. I do streams like this, and I do gaming streams mostly. A bit of a delay here. It looks like the referees are at the scorer's table, resetting the clock. I know all about that. Clock issues. Pain in the ass. Well, yeah, if you do a standings look, let's do the standings look. Why not? With this loss, Islanders lost this game. Let's just say that now. Again, let me look at NHL.com because I know those aren't live standings. So these aren't live. These aren't live. Okay. All right, 76. We'll have 77 games played, 87 points. Pittsburgh has a game in hand. If they win, I don't know what Pittsburgh's next game is. If they win their next game, they'd have 86 points with even amount of games played, a point behind us. The Florida Panthers are going to win today. With 77 games played, they'll have 85 wins, which is 2 points behind us with the same games played. But Pittsburgh would have a game in hand on Florida. So it's tight. Tight. Yeah, I said it's not do or die for the Islanders because I thought they would take care of business. But I tell you what, they have a tough little stretch here. I think they play Carolina tomorrow. So a loss today. Am I able to take a look at the schedule for the Islanders or no? I am. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games left. Carolina, they play tomorrow. Loss. Tampa Bay, loss. Flyers, win. Capitals, loss. I'm just Carolina lost, Tampa lost. I'm just kidding. I would assume they'd bounce back against Carolina, but Carolina has always stymied the Islanders, so I'm assuming they'll lose tomorrow. You got to beat. I mean, basically, you have to beat Philly, Washington, and Montreal. Have to get 6 points from those games. And if you get 6 points from those games, I think you can afford to lose to Carolina and Tampa. But I mean, yeah, if Florida just decides to win out and Pittsburgh decides to win out, you got to be careful. I doubt that's going to happen, though, because Florida and Pittsburgh have been so inconsistent. We're still having a delay of the game here. Very big delay here. I have no idea what's going on. Clock issue. What the hell? I think Palmieri was handing Varlamov some gummy bears to eat. I don't know what the hell that was. Yeah, so that was about a 4-minute delay, and they added 3 extra seconds on the clock. Thank you, Gary Bettman, for that. I always blame everything on Gary Bettman. That was great. God, Mayfield turns it over. 2-on-1. Cirelli tried to go high glove and missed. Yeah, my thing with Varlamov, he's a good goalie. He's a solid starter. We just don't need him. No need for him on this team. You know who needs Varlamov? Basically every other team in the Eastern Conference. Like Pittsburgh would love a Varlamov. Buffalo Sabres would love to have a Varlamov. I think they should get Varlamov. Have him as like the veteran goalie, and then have Devin Levi as your rookie goalie. You know, have him kind of shadow Varlamov is what I would do. I'm big on Devin Levi. I think he's going to be a stud for Buffalo. That's a good pickup for them. And they have Ukko Pekka-Luukkonen, the best name in the league. Who's all right. I don't know if Ukko Pekka-Luukkonen is supposed to be good or not. We will rock you. We will rock you. Whenever I hear that, I think of the iCarly episode when the power goes out and they're all singing together with Helen. I always think of that. Oh, the good old days. Back when life was so simple, wasn't it, for us? You know, wake up on a Saturday morning, turn on to Nickelodeon, watch some iCarly. Sorry, watch Drake and Josh. That was Drake and Josh. Oh my goodness me. Oh, Stamkos. Good save by Varley. Defense for the Islanders is, oh my goodness, terrible. Maybe it's me. Every time I've watched the Islanders and done a stream for it, they always lose. I've not done a stream. I've not done one stream where the Islanders have won all year, all season long. Maybe it's just me. My apologies, fellow Islander fans. I think I am the problem. I've done a lot of Islander games this year. I've at least done like 10 to 15 games, and they've lost every single one. Hand pass, 4:36 to go. Another TV timeout. Brutal. What a brutal game this has been, everybody. Hope everyone's enjoying the stream. Hope you're doing well. Happy Saturday. I basically spent today shoveling snow because it's been, as I mentioned, we had a big blizzard here. It's actually like 37 now and a lot of snow's melting, but I tell you what, that snow is thick as hell. Very thick. So I was shoveling the deck right before the stream. That's why I was a little late to the party. But yeah. I think tomorrow the weather's supposed to be nice. So I can get outside and actually do stuff. Today it was mostly an indoor day. Maybe not. It's supposed to snow tomorrow. Great. Brilliant. Thank you, Minnesota. Look at this. We're supposed to get more snow Tuesday and Wednesday as well. Piss off. I'm sick of it. I'm so fed up with the snow. Or I want it to be done. Yeah, so tomorrow we're supposed to get snow. Tuesday, Wednesday we're supposed to get snow, and then it looks like we're done with it. And then it's like 40s, 50s. Thank God. Unbelievable. You never know when you live in the state of Minnesota. You're not out of the woods until May, I always say, with snow. Anywhere from October to April, you're suspect to blizzards. So that means what? May, June, July, August, September. 5 months of the year, you're safe. And even the summers, though, it's hot and humid. It's like 90 and humid. So I'd say like late April, May, June, September, and then October, maybe early October. So 4 months of the year is actually comfortable weather here. So yeah, so if you're looking to move to Minnesota, we have lots of great things, good education system, pretty, I'd say progressive city, area, state, if you, I don't know, if you're into that. But yeah, just know that the weather is going to eat you alive here. It will cause you to go crazy sometimes. Here, I need to give my ears a break because these headphones are killing me. So we're going to go no announcers. I'm just watching the game. Here we go. Here's Stamkos over for point. Kucherov. Yeah, they're just able to gain access into our defensive zone so easily. There's no pressure at all. Just Tampa Bay. They got us in their back pocket, Tampa Bay. You guys want to see me chug a half gallon of water in the second, in like 10 seconds? I'm just kidding. I would never do that to myself. Some people are crazy. It's crazy what people will do for views. They'll like chug milk. They'll chug water. They'll eat like gross shit. Uh-oh. Oh, Holmstrom on his ass. No surprise there. Here's Ian Cole to the point. Cirelli. I think he broke someone's stick. Mayfield stick. Here's Pajot. Saved by Vasilevsky. That was a good shot. We got 1:55 left. Looks like they got Pulak and Dobson together, so they split up the Dobson-Bolduc line. Why not at this point? At this point, why not chuck Noah Dobson on the first line with, Horvat? Why not? If you really want to put it in the blender. We go final minute here in the period. Another shot blocked, and here comes Tampa. Yeah, the neutral zone is terrible for the Islanders. They have not been able to connect the pass in the neutral zone. Tampa Bay's dominated that area. Also, Bo Horvat been unrecognizable. I've not noticed him at all this game. We go Corey Perry, save Varlamov. And that will do it. So end of the second period, Tampa Bay gets 3 goals, 4-0 lead over the Islanders. Absolute domination. Islanders defense is about as useful as a concrete parachute. That was the only analogy I could think of. Terrible for the Islanders. Absolutely terrible. A team that prides itself in its defense-first system. Disgusting. Shots, 26-30 for the Islanders. They outshot Tampa that period. Any other stats? You can take a look at it if you want, if you're a stat nerd. There you go. Takeaways, 13-10. Giveaways, 7-3. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, don't want to show that. That's how the second ends. 4-0 Tampa. Brutal game as for an Islanders fan. Ecstatic if you're a Tampa Bay fan. You're probably loving this. You're looking to chase the not the Blue Jackets one day. You're looking to chase the Maple Leafs for home ice in that series is all what you're looking for. But as in the first period, we'll step aside here and take a break, and we'll be back for the start of the third. I'll do my spiel. So if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing to THPN. If you want to help support the channel, the donation, you do that through the live chat. Make sure you use promo code THPN when you sign up for DraftKings, or if you want to get a discount on some Raycon products. And also follow us on social media at HockeyPodNet is the Insta and Twitter. If you want to follow me on Twitter and YouTube, at Grant Akeem is the handle, at Grant_Akeem is the Insta and TikTok. I do my own YouTube channel, the Grant Akeem channel, where I do streams like this, watch-alongs, and I play video games. Monday to Thursday will be Red Dead 2, and on Fridays we play Fall Guys for fun, because why not? Friday Fall Guys. Gotta love Fall Guys. Great game. I always say if you want to get pissed off, if you're in a good mood and you want to get pissed off within like an hour, play Fall Guys, and you'll go from happy to pissed off in no time. There you go. All right, we'll step aside here. We'll let the sponsor identify themselves. You're watching the Tampa Bay Lightning and New York Islanders live watch-along on the Hockey Podcast Network. Yes, hello everybody. We're back for the start of the third period. 4-0 Tampa Bay Lightning running riots all over the Islanders here. Let's get the stats back up. Before we get started, though, thank you as always to DraftKings and Raycons for not only sponsoring this stream, but everything at the Hockey Podcast Network. Use promo code THPN when you sign up for DraftKings, or if you want to get a discount on Raycons. And we are underway for the third period at the Library Arena, or Amalie Library, as I like to call it. Let's get this set up so I have audio. Not there. It's doing the same thing again. There we go. That's better. That's better. Do a little this action. So, yeah, it's a bit of a snooze fest of a game. We'll see if Tampa can extend the lead. Varlamov is in net. Sorokin did get pulled if you're just tuning in. Also, if you are new, subscribe to THPN on YouTube if you want. If you're loving the live streams, you know what? Can I turn this on? Does that make a difference? Why not? You can subscribe if you want. Social media on Twitter and Insta. Follow us there at HockeyPodNet. My Insta and TikTok's at Grant_Hakeem. My Twitter and YouTube handle is at Grant Hakeem. My YouTube channel, I just do gaming streams. Monday to Thursday, we'll do Red Dead 2. Friday, Fall Guys. And then I might sprinkle in a watch along if I'm feeling up for it. But mostly right now, I'm just doing gaming streams on my channel. So you can check me out there. Anything else? Did that. If you want to donate, you can do that through the live chat. And then, as I said, use the promo codes. If you're interested in some headphones, I might take a gander at Raycons. I'm also a big fan of Bose, so I might check out Bose. We'll see. We'll see what I end up doing. It would be funny if I had the little microphone like I was some announcer. You know, the broadcasters, like football announcers, they got a little microphone here. That'd be funny. It'd be pointless for me because I have my own microphone. I hope the mic's working too. I've had technical difficulties with the microphone on here, so hopefully it's working. Here's Martin with Cizikas, blockered away by Vasilevsky. This fourth line, I'm sick of this fourth line. I think we should have banished it like 3 years ago. But here we are, still running the fourth line out there. The best fourth line in all of hockey 8 years ago. They were saying that when I was still in like 9th grade. They were saying that about this fourth line. Yeah, it looks like Lane Lambert went to the blender. Lots of different pairings. It looks like Fasching, Pajot, Parisi together. Just interesting combo. Just no effort. Just no, like, will to win from the team today. Which is disappointing considering we're in a tight wild card race. You'd think they would have brought their A game every night, played with some desperation. And I think this is the problem with the Islanders. There's no like accountability on the team. Like no one lights a fire under anyone's ass because everyone's spot is safe. There's so much complacency within the team that they just, when they show up to, Columbus, they don't show up. When they show up here, they don't show up. Like there's too much like lackadaisicalness with the team, if that's a word. You know what I mean? Just they're too relaxed. There's no like, oh, they're playing the Josh Bailey song. Hoo, ha, I want to know, will you be my girl? I love the song. Hey, Josh Bailey. Who? Ha. I want to know that you suck so bad. Just kidding. I'll love Josh. I love you, Josh. We love you. Great person. Not as a player, kind of dropped off. Without Tavares, he's just kind of been another guy. He was good on the line with Beauvillier, Barzal. Sorry, not Barzal. It was Brock, Beauvillier, Bailey, the triple B line. That was great in the bubble. And that next year, the next COVID year, they were really, really good. That was basically the last good year of Josh Bailey, I think, was 21. Or was that 22? That was 21-22. No, that was 2021 because 21-22 we missed. This season's been 22-23. It's hard when you do a sport over New Year. That's why baseball's nice. It's all in the 1 year, the 15 season, 16 season. It's all in the same calendar year. Oh, loving the baseball though. What do we? If you're watching this or on the replay or whatever, what do we think of pitch clocks? Because I'm curious. I have my own opinion. I was able to watch as much of the Mariners game I could last night. The power did go out, so I couldn't finish watching the game in the 6th inning. But I don't know. I feel like it's too fast almost. Like it feels like very rushed and not as like chill as I remember baseball being. That's the one thing I love about baseball. It's just more chill, take your time. But I feel like it's very rushed. Especially if you're like scorekeeping the game, you don't have a lot of time in between innings to fill your sheet out or anything, which is it's probably a niche issue at this point of time because not many people score baseball games anymore. But I don't know. I had no problem with the length of baseball games. I've had no issues with that. Not an issue at all. But I feel like basically the MLB, they're moving. They want to include the non-diehard baseball fan because there's more of those folks than the diehard baseball fans. Which, I mean, it's a smart move from the MLB perspective in terms of money, I guess, to include, more casual fans in the game to get the game faster. And also people's attention spans nowadays are it's like 2 seconds. People just can't sit still and do something for long periods of time anymore. I know why. It's because we have so many freaking this shit and all this nonsense, phones, gadgets distracting us. It's all at our fingertips. That makes sense. I'm not blaming people. But yeah, that's basically the move they went. And I think it gets more younger people into the game because we were kids. All of us were kids at one point. Our attention spans are like a second when you're a kid. So it probably was a move to get more younger people involved too. It's fine. We'll see how it goes long term. But that was just my initial thoughts watching it yesterday. I'm going to try and watch a game tomorrow. I really want to watch the Cubs game tomorrow. We'll see. And look at that. The Sounders up 2-0 over the Galaxy. I don't know. It's good news there. I know the Mariners play tonight. I'll try and catch that as well. Look at those Islander fans there. One's wearing a hard hat. What's the point of wearing shades indoors? I've never understood that. 0 point of wearing shades when you're inside someplace. No, Brendan made the same comment. Oh, trivia question. Pierre Anvella scored 47 career goals, each of them in a different game. What current NHL head coach holds the record for most goals by far without a multi-goal game? Mike Sullivan with 54 goals, 0 multi-goal games. I had to read that quick. It was only on the screen for a second. But Islanders to the power play here. We'll see if they can do anything. Out of respect for Vasi, I'm not going to say the S word. Referee went down. Look out, shorthanded. Pass just too far in front of Hagel. Yeah, so Pittsburgh will be not in a playoff spot once the Florida Panther game ends. Crazy. Look out, shorthanded. Cirelli. He just ran out of room, Cirelli. Butch Goring. How long until Butch Goring retires from doing Islander games? I love Butchie, but I mean, he's kind of annoying as an announcer. He's a little too much of a homer for me. But I love Butchie. I love him. Yes, power play, typical Islander power play. Nothing going on. Lots of chances for the other team who's shorthanded. That's going to do it on the PP. 0 for 3 on the power play. Like I said in the second period, maybe it's me. Every time I've done a live stream for the Islanders, they've lost. And I've done at least 10 of them for the team this year. Every single time. Maybe I should have gone live more before the trade deadline so Lou Lamoriello wouldn't piss away our best prospect. Oh, what could have been with Atu Ratu? Offside. Is it dark out already? Oh my god, yeah. Picturesque sunset today. That's nice. Nice. I wish you guys could see it. I suppose I could take my camera off, but I'm not going to. Nice sunset. Up or down? Doesn't matter. Up at this point, it doesn't matter. Up, down. Half. Let's go half. Man, I think we got like 6, 7 inches of snow today. Or last night. I guess it was today. Brutal. I luckily didn't have to go anywhere today. Lucked out. Here comes Hedman. Rings it around the boards. Shot by Perbix. Eden Prairie Boy. Saved by Varley. You'll glove it. 10:15 to go. Ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. The moment tonight is the night. Oh, it was over till we put our hands up. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Shout out Macklemore. Uh-oh, 2-1 Galaxy score. Incoming Galaxy. Look out. MLS, by the way. If you don't give a shit about MLS, you can tune me out. Oh, bar. Sorry, I was texting someone. Off the bar, Alex Klorn, the man out of Harvard, hit the bar. Harvard. One and done in the NCAA tournament, Harvard were. Right? Weren't they? I don't remember. NCAA hockey. Got an interesting Final Four, Frozen Four, if you're curious. Yeah, 8-1. They lost to Ohio State. The Ohio State University. Harvard lost. Harvard. Glove save here by Vasi. We'll take another TV timeout. 8:48. I'm going to pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. God, that's an old song. Do not like it. But yeah, we got Quinnipiac, Michigan, Minnesota, BU. Who do you got, everybody? You can let me know if you care. I think it's going to be Minnesota, Michigan in the final. Who do I want to win? Obviously, it'd be cool if the Gophers won. They haven't won it since I was 4. So that'd be cool. Or I was 3. Sorry, that was 2003. I was 3 years old. If it wasn't to be the Gophers, it'd be cool if Quinnipiac won. That's a school I've always kind of secretly liked, Quinnipiac. Very good defense. They've always, stereotypically, they've had good defense and goaltending over there. Devon Taves came out of Quinnipiac. He was on the team that went to the Natty Champ game against North Dakota in 16. They lost in 16 to North Dakota, but still a really good team. Yeah, Michigan's tough, though. But for me, Michigan's very inconsistent. So I don't know what's going to happen. I would assume Quinnipiac would win. And then I would pick the Gophers over BU. I'd be shocked if BU won it. It's going to be interesting. The semifinal games are on April 6th. I think that's this weekend. Is that this Friday? This Thursday. And the championship is on the 8th on Saturday. I'll definitely have to check that out. I might do a stream for one of those games on my channel if anyone's curious or wants me to do one. Lou Lamoriello press conference basically saying that Barzal is skating. Will be skating, I think, is what he said. So, yeah, he's not playing. He's not playing for like, I don't know, 3-4 weeks at the earliest, at the very earliest. I mean, a month at least. Which I guess, I mean, if I would say second round would be earliest. If the Islanders were to make it that far, then Barzal would come back. What I don't want to have happen is if we rush Matt Barzal just for this playoff run and he ends up hurting himself more and he's out for longer next season, that would be stupid. Do not rush Matthew Barzal coming back from injury. You need him for next season. You cannot rush him at all. That'd be a stupid move by this coaching staff. But all I've known is that this coaching staff and Lou have definitely made some stupid moves since they've been in charge. So it wouldn't be beneath them if they did that. I hope they don't. Turn down for what? Bitch. Don't like the song either. Oh, 8 minutes left, and then we can all mercifully leave. I feel like I'm holding detention class. 8 more minutes until the bell rings, then we can go. Been a drag of a game. I'm sorry, everybody. I wish it was more exciting, but I thought it was going to be exciting. You know, Islanders fighting for the wild card spot. Tampa Bay still a really good team. The Islanders have not brought it at all today. Terrible. Penalty. It's a penalty on Matt Martin. Hooking, slashing, tripping. Yeah, good call. Tampa back to the power play. More work for them. Lane Lambert. I've never seen Lane smile. He's always just looks pissed off. Oh, Braden Point. Great shot by Braden Point. Top was a glove side, blocker side. Varlamov. Gloves. That was blocker, sorry. What a rip from the slots. Unmarked. 5-0. Yeah. Down Main Street. I think Bo Horvat tried to block it. Yeah, he megged Bo Horvat, Braden Point. And then high blocker on Varley. 5-0. There it is. Drinking his Capri Sun juice box. He earned it. Funny story about that. When I played hockey at this like hockey school thing, it's called Minnesota Made. After our practices, if we did well, we all would get juice boxes. That was like our reward. You get a Capri Sun juice box. And that was a big deal for us to get Capri Sun. We had to earn the Capri Sun. Respect the sun. You got to respect it. Isn't that the catchphrase for Capri Sun? It was like, respect the pouch, respect it, or something like that. Cooch. Oh, weird bounce off the stanchion. I hate the stanchions. Any rink that has those like stanchions that stick out like the metal ones should be banished. I hate those. Just get the clear plastic ones. They do a way better job and you don't get those stupid bounces off the boards. People texting me. Lots of people texting me. Oh, Romanov got dumped. And it wasn't by his girlfriend. Wow. I don't know who that was. Oh yeah, look at that. I forgot Emily Arena, host of the Frozen Four. Totally forgot about that. We are just talking about the Frozen Four. Ooh, a shot there. Vasilevsky with the save. Lots of fighting here. We got some pissed off Islanders. Just get to the bench, Casey. Get to the bench. Who cares? The Stanley Cup playoffs, April 17th. Should be fun. Well, nearing the end of the stream, everybody. If you are new, consider subscribing to THPN. Follow us on Twitter and Insta at HockeyPodNet. My Insta and TikTok's at Grant_Akeem. I don't twerk. I don't dance. I don't do anything those young kids do, shaking the butts. Don't do that. I just post stream highlights from my channel called the Grant Akeem channel. You can check it out if you want. My Twitter and YouTube handle, the handle at Grant Akeem. I do pretty good at on my Twitter of letting people know when I go live and stuff. So make sure you follow me on the Twitter. Twitter and Insta are probably the two main things. Obviously YouTube as well. But yeah, TikTok, I try my best to post stuff on TikTok. But yeah, it's mostly Twitter, Insta. 3:59 left, 5-0 Tampa. The shots 32-37 for the Islanders. John Cooper, good look at him there, looking dapper. Love the pocket square. Actually attended Hofstra University, played lacrosse there, which is a school on Long Island. On Long Island, I should say. Thought about going to Hofstra. That was a school that was on my list to go to. But then COVID shut everything down. Oh, Pat Maroon and Clutterbuck each got a 10-minute penalty. Interesting. Oh, 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 oh. Then this will be icing on Tampa. 3:11 to go. Probably the most boring end to a game that I've ever seen. Not as exciting as last Friday where we saw, the Kent Johnson Michigan goal. That was pretty thrilling. We're not getting that today. That was still a pretty exciting game. Went to overtime, right? Where Columbus won it. Usually when I do streams here, it goes to overtime. Usually. Oh wow, the last time we lost 5-0 was Sorokin's debut when we lost to the Rangers. I remember that. I was gonna say this is a stereotypical Dougie blowout. If you know, you know. When Doug Wade is coach, we lost almost every single game 5-0. And we coined it the Dougie blowout. Romanov on his ass. Yeah, I mean, everyone on the Islanders today has been absolutely invisible. I haven't noticed a single person today. The only person that I have recognized is Romanov, who's deflected that goal into Sorokin. I noticed him there. But everyone else I haven't noticed anyone. I can't even give you a player of the game on the Islanders. I can't even give you that. But his hands go up, and I stay there. Kind of stupid to play that music now. Whatever. But yeah, with this win here, Tampa Bay will clinch a playoff spot. Good for them. It's going to be a grudge match between them and Toronto. It'll be fun to watch. Yeah, it's a good conversation here. I actually think you're better off starting a series on the road because all you got to do is win one of the first two games and you have home ice advantage back. That's all you got to do. So I feel like there's less pressure on the road team. Whereas if you're the home team and it's games 1 and 2, you have to win those two games to maintain home ice. There we go. 10 seconds left. The first time I've heard the crowd in Tampa. And that'll do it. The Tampa Bay Lightning clinch a playoff spot for I don't know how many years in a row it's been. They've clinched it. They will face the Toronto Maple Leafs in the first round. It is to be determined who will be the home team and the road team as they'll battle it out in the final, 4 or 5 games for seeding purposes. Oh, but yeah, great game for Tampa. That was probably one of those boring hockey games I've watched in my entire life. I appreciate everybody that stuck around to the end. You're great. Awesome. Amazing. We'll wrap it up here quickly. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. If you are new to the channel, consider subscribing. Bottom right-hand corner. I think you can do that. Follow us on social media at HockeyPodNet is the Insta and Twitter. My Twitter is at Grant Akeem. My Insta and TikTok's like Gray_Akeem. If you want to help support the channel without donation, you can do that through the live chat. If you want to use the promo code THPN to get a discount on Raycons, you can do that as well. Promo code THPN for DraftKings. Thank you to both of those sponsors for sponsoring this stream. Thank you so much. The next stream on this channel, because everybody likes to know who's next. Let me take a quick peek. I think someone's going to start in like 20 minutes, I believe. April 1st. No, sorry, I had that mistaken. The next person on the channel, April 5th. What is that? 9 p.m. Eastern, Anaheim versus Edmonton, and it's a no name. So Casper the Friendly Ghost is hosting that stream. That's the next one on the channel. The next stream for me, I will be live on my personal channel called the Grant Akeem YouTube channel, where I do gaming streams and watch-alongs like this. But right now, I'm mostly doing gaming streams. So we're going to be playing Red Dead Redemption 2. We're starting that this upcoming Monday. The story mode, I just finished my Grand Theft Auto series. So if you want to check that out, it was awesome. It was a journey, epic journey. You could head to my channel and watch all those videos. Those are out. But yes, Red Dead 2 on my channel Monday to Thursday. And then on Friday, we always do Fall Guys on a Friday for fun. Right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I always like to end the streams by saying it's a crazy world out there. Sending love from me to you and to everyone around the world who could use some love right now. I hope we're doing well. Hope we're doing okay. I hope you have a great rest of your day and have a good rest of your weekend. I'll see you sometime next week on THPN for another stream. Otherwise, I'll see you on my channel on Monday for Red Dead 2 story mode. It's going down, baby. We're starting it on Monday, and then Fall Guys on a Friday. Speak to you soon, everybody.